Hi everyone, I'm Jimmaku and welcome to the review of Digimortal, the fourth record by the band Fear Factory. Today we're celebrating the 25th anniversary of the album, since I had to go back and see if it still holds up or not. I've already reviewed most of their discography, so go check those videos out. My story with this band is quite simple. Even before I was born, my siblings were massive fans of their music, especially the record The Manufacturer, so when I finally came down to this planet they would play me their music all the time. I remember being 4, having a cassette tape player and jamming to The Manufacturer and Obsolete. Then Digimortal came out and I remember watching the music video for Linchpin on Viva and MTV. Also at the same time I remember playing through video games on my father-in-law PC. And he had Carmageddon on it, and I was surprised to hear Fear Factory's music in that video game. It was cool as hell. Since then I've been a massive fan of their music. I remember being there for Archetype's release date, Transgression, then Mechanize, etc. Digimortal is an interesting record for many reasons. The first one being that this is the final part of a trilogy that started with The Manufacturer, then Obsolete, then this one, story-wise. Digimortal took 8 months to write in the year 2000 and then a month to record. The band prepared 18 songs for the record, but only 11 ended up on the standard edition. When Digimortal was released it was considered a commercial failure and eventually it led to the band's demise. But the actual reason behind the disbandment was the growing tension between Dino and the rest of the band. To this day, as you can tell, they don't like each other. Then they took a break and came back in 2009, but without the core members of Christian on the bass and Raymond on the drums. Only the vocalist Burton and Dino on the guitars were left. On the Digimortal we have the classic lineup of the band, which is Burton on the vocals, Dino on the guitars, Christian on the bass, backing vocals and keyboards, and Raymond on the drums. This lineup recorded The Manufacturer, Obsolete and Digimortal, then carried on Archetype and Transgression without Dino, and after that the chance of a return of this classic lineup sadly died out. Which sucks, because if those dudes would start acting up like grown-ups, take their differences aside, reunite, and they could release another banger of a record, that's for sure. The production is handled by Rhys Fulber and the band themselves, and it's tight, it's clean, but have you noticed from the clipping just the way I like it? It sounds great even to this day. Message is diverse. This is a concept record about a union between a man and machine, and it focuses on immortality, codependence, technology, cloning, etc. I urge you to read the lyrics by yourself because they're quite fascinating. Structure of the tracks is basic, standard intro, verse, bridge, chorus, outro. Fear Factory themselves wanted to simplify their sound for this release. When it comes to the music genre, this is a mix of industrial metal, nu metal, with occasional hints of groove and death metal. This combination of styles still sounds fresh to this very day. Now let's talk about the musicianship. Let's start with the band's drummer Raymond. He's legendary. His control, the double bass work, the grooves, the style, the position of his playing, the tempo changes, it's all fantastic. He's my favorite member of Fear Factory. Next we've got the bass work by Christian. The bass is audible, it sometimes follows the guitars and sometimes he goes off on his own. I always loved his songwriting contributions to this band because he always had interesting ideas. He sounds here just as good as on Obsolete. Next we've got Dino and his guitar playing, the fast chugging rhythm like a machine, with occasional big chords thrown around here and there and beautiful melodies in the choruses. Fantastic playing as usual. Then we've got all of the electronic, symphonic, ambient and DJ elements thrown in by Rhys Fulber and other dudes. It creates that very distinct sounding atmosphere of Fear Factory. It enriches the sound of the band. Last but not least we've got the vocal performance by Burton, and it's superb. His singing, shouting, yelling, growling here is top notch. We also have the rapper B-Real featured in one of the songs, and his rapping is over the top and fun to listen to as well. Now we can finally rate the individual songs. The album opens up with What Will Become. This one has a fantastic intro. Simple groove but effective. The verses with the vocals slap, then the chorus. What will become? What will it be? What can we see? Our immortality. The bridge is also fantastic. All in all, this is one of the best songs on this record, should have had a music video, 10 plus out of 10. Damaged, on the other hand, sounds a little bit generic, but I like the main groove, the verses. The chorus should have been better, it doesn't sound that good to be honest, but the song is quite nice, 8 out of 10. Digimortal has some DJ scratching at the beginning. The guitar harmonics. Love the energy and the style of this song. This is a nu metalish banger, 10 out of 10. No One is very similar to Damage, where I love the main groove, the intro, the verses, but the chorus should have had been better. That's just it, 8 out of 10. Linchpin, one of the singles with a music video. This is one of my all-time favorite songs from Fear Factory. I even did a guitar cover of it 5 years ago for 20th anniversary on my second channel Aku, go check it out. Love everything about this one, the doo-doom, doo-doo-doom, 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 pow-doom, pow, pow-doom, pow, pow-doom, pow, pow-pow-pow. You will fade, you will not remain. We are one and a machine, future machine. A linchpin holds the wind within to an end. Can't you see that we are one? Can't tell me apart. Great stuff. I love the verses, the pre-chorus. Those are the best sections. Also, that Can't Take Me Apart part was like memed to hell back in the early 2010s. I remember seeing so many memes of that song because of that one line. Still, this is a banger. It also has an epic chorus and fantastic bridge section. One of the best songs here, period, 11 out of 10. Invisible Wounds, Dark Bodies. This track has 3 versions. The demo version, which has a different chorus, and I don't like that chorus, but it has better screaming in the bridge. Then the version that was used in the movie Resident Evil, which is a little too laid back for me. And finally the album version, which has the best vocals, the best chorus, the best bridge. It's a fun time, better than No One and Damaged, 9 out of 10. Acres of Skin was the first song I've heard from this album because it was put on some compilation that we had at home. Love the intro. Doom 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 doom. Wow. Doom 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 blah 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 blah. Doom 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 blah blah blah. Doom 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 doom. Whack for the acres of skin. I'm already dead. No one doom 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 can't take doom 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 doom. Great stuff, and then the chorus, it's so groovy. Doom 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 doom. There's no money around. Doom doom doom. No 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 around. Doom doom doom. For acres of skin. Great stuff, but then the bridge section happens. It has beautiful guitar harmonics, fantastic vocals. Doom pam 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 pam. Doom pam 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 pam. This is the best song on the record by far, 12 out of 10. Back the F Up is a song written by Be Real featuring Be Real. I am not sure what it's doing on this record. It's probably here because Be Real invited Fear Factory for his Cypress Hill release, Skull and Bones, and maybe he wanted to be on a Fear Factory release. Still, this song is actually quite fun. I do enjoy it. It's a nu metal banger. The verses, times, come on, you know, you got to back the F up. It's a great track, but the demo version was heavier when it comes to the instrumental work. Still, I love this one with all of my heart as well, 10 plus out of 10. Byte Block, this one is a little bit generic, but I do enjoy the main guitar riff and the bridge section. It's a fun song, especially vocal wise, 8 plus out of 10. Hurt Conveyor is a little bit repetitive, but I love the corny guitar melodies that fantastic vocals throughout the entire song, some cool bass lines, but overall yet again this is not the highlight of this release, 8 plus out of 10. And the final song on the Standard Edition, Memory Imprints, Never End. This is more laid back and atmospheric because it's the end of the record obviously. Love the chorus here, it's powerful, it's emotional. This song is just as good as Invisible Wounds, 9 out of 10. Now let's talk about the 4 bonus tracks that were featured on the Deluxe Digipack edition of the record. Dead Man Walking. This track for me is on the same level as Damage and No One, so it's great, but it's not the best track here, 8 out of 10. Strain vs Resistance has a great main riff, it has that classic vibe to it. Love the verses here, the vocals should have been better in the chorus section, so this one is slightly better than No One, Damaged and Dead Man Walking, 8+ out of 10. Repentance was also featured on the first early tracklist for this standard edition release, not sure why it was removed and handed out to the deluxe edition. It's one of the best songs here, that main guitar riff, doom 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 doom, and the drumming, doom 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 doom. This is a world of dream. Nothing over self-values. Open up, no way in you. Great chorus, great verses, great bridge section. This is the highlight of this release, and it's a goddamn shame that it's not on the standard edition. 10+ out of 10. Full Metal Contact is an instrumental piece written for the video game Demolition Racer, and it's a banger. It bops. The main groove. Great stuff from beginning to end, highlight of this release as well. 10 out of 10. Demolition Racer, as you can guess, is a song from the video game Demolition Racer. It's short but sweet, it's an intro. Oh shit, I got whoever. Contact, machine, Debaser. This is Demolition Racer. Crash, 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 crash. It's a banger musically and vocally. In the video game I think they have an instrumental version, but this one slaps. It's a classic, 10+ out of 10. Frequency is a song written for the video game Frequency, and this one is actually yet again better than Damaged, No One and Dead Man Walking. It has a lot of Korn influence in the guitar riff, wow. The beginning is very similar to What Will Become. I'm sure you've noticed that. Still, it's a great song, 8+ out of 10. Machine Debaser is another song from Demolition Racer video game. This one you can hear that it's an early version of Hurt Conveyor and also What Will Become, because it has melodies that were later reused in those songs. I do enjoy this one from beginning to end. It's almost perfect, but it has no vocals sadly. 9+ out of 10. And the final song, Terminate. This one is actually not a part of Digimortal recording sessions. It was recorded a year later, the last song with Dino on the guitars, before the band split. It was prepared for the Terminator 3 video game, and I must say that this song slaps. The vocal performance is off the charts. Now that the soul is free, I'm man of rights, again a machine. Go doom 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 wow. Yet again some Korn influence in the guitar riffs. The chorus is the best part because of the electronics, the vocal performance, the drumming, just everything, but the verses are fun as well and the bridge section slaps. It's a classic, 10 out of 10. To sum it up, the consistency is stable, the flow is fitting, groupability. Yeah, this is an excellent release. It's one of my favorite Fear Factory albums. Probably in my top 5 after Archetype, Transgression, The Manufacture, Obsolete and Mechanized. So it's on the 6th spot actually. I feel like the only problem I have with this release is that they have chosen some weaker songs for the standard edition and left out some bangers. If it were up to me, I would remove Damaged, No One, Byte Block from the main standard tracklist and replace these songs with Repentance, Demolition Racer, Full Metal Contact, maybe make a version of Machine Debaser with vocals, Strain vs Resistance or Frequency. I just feel that those songs that I've mentioned are more fun compared to Damaged or No One. It's just my opinion, but I still love the songs Damaged and No One. You get what I'm saying, right? The highlights for me here are obviously Acres of Skin, What Will Become, Linchpin, doom doom, doom doom doom, doom doom doom, doom doom doom, dem doom doom, dem doom doom. Sorry for that. Digimortal, Strain vs Resistance, Full Metal Contact, Demolition Racer, Repentance, Ranquins, Machine Debaser, and Terminate, which was recorded a year later. Celebrate receipt by spinning this record today, it deserves your love and attention. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe, follow me on my Instagram, links in the description, shout out to my Patreon supporters who graciously sponsor these videos, you're all truly wonderful. You can join them if you want, link in the description as well, so I can make you an album review, do MIDI cover, lyric video of your choice. See you next time, bye!